Hello to all the guys from watching Leiten.tv. We are now here in Tarifa again. Yesterday was Norse kiteboarding. Today is Duotone kiteboarding. But that's not the theme today, because we're sitting together with Solbach and Sebastian Ribeiro. And we would like to ask, first of all, you, the workflow between a rider and a shaper.
Yeah.
How does it come together? What is the beginning? You have the idea, you have the idea, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's always different, right? So sometimes Sebastian or some of the other team riders will come to me with an idea of something, some vision they have, or maybe another board they've seen that inspired them to want something different or new, or sometimes it will come from my side. So there's no set way that an idea comes about. It just kind of happens however it happens, and yeah, then we start to work on it and we try and figure out I guess one of the hardest things for us in developing, the most challenging, is that these guys are always traveling, and so to find the time where we can actually be in the same place at the same time.
What are you using? Email? WhatsApp?
Yeah, we just WhatsApp a lot. I think we kind of WhatsApp. Like he'll, Sebastian will send me a message and tell me he's got an idea for a board, and then we get on the phone and talk about it and see if we can make it happen.
And then you start.
Actually, we talk a lot.
Yeah, we do.
I call you a lot.
Yeah.
Every time I see something different, something can improve in the board, I just call us and speak to him.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. WhatsApp is good for that. Keeps the communication open, and we can just.
There's a new board in the range. It's called Vogue.
Yep.
Who had the idea from that? From what side it comes?
Well, that idea actually kind of came from Ayrton Cozzolino, and actually a couple of years ago already. And so yeah, he wanted to have a board which was really, that's when he really started to do flat water freestyle and really push that side of it. So he wanted to have a board that was like a surfboard but had landings and the similar characteristics to like a wakeboard, the way that you land and split the water, and so you could do really hard, fast landings. And so we started to work on a board, and we did a few prototypes, and he came to Maui and I gave him a board. He took it back to Italy, he used it, and then throughout, like it's probably over like a year and a half, we kind of developed that concept. And now with the strapless tour really having a lot of push, it seemed like the right time to launch that idea. So
then it goes. You give it to all the riders when you have the first prototype?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean I try to. Like again, it depends. Sebastian's style is more pure surf.
Yeah. I think that was one of the most difficult sports to do, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's totally different than.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, it's a totally unique design.
You must watch his backside riding. It's
yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So depending on which team rider, like Ayrton does. He's really good in the waves, of course, and really good at freestyle. But he really had this idea to push this style of board, and so I kind of developed it directly with him. And then now that it's out, guys like Machu and the other team riders are starting to use it and really liking it also.
And then you must ask Till or something like that before when you start a new project, or
it's pretty open. I mean, we get a lot of flexibility to kind of try whatever ideas we might have.
It comes more from you.
It comes more. I mean, again, it comes from different sides. Like it can come from us. Sometimes it can come from market feedback, like customers or different.
Say we need this shape in this direction or something like that.
This to fill the hole. We feel like we have a gap in our range, and we need the board to suit a certain style of rider. So it's always different how the ideas come up.
The Vogue looks a little bit from the outline, rocker line, and something like a little bit inspired from the Vanguard.
Yeah.
Did you try also hype boards from other companies?
Not, actually the Pro Vogue kind of came out of what used to be the Whip. So I guess it was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And the Whip was definitely inspired by the Tomo shape. Okay. So yeah, in a way, it kind of it has some Vanguard style, features. Yeah, real parallel straight rails, but developed you know, specifically for, it has a lot less rocker than a surfboard. It's a lot flatter for more speed. And it doesn't really, it still works okay in the waves, but it's not made to turn. It's more made to go fast and have a lot of pop. So it's different in that way.
You like most the Pro WAM?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's the one I think we work it a lot. We had so many prototypes to finally.
excuse me, that's
I'll turn our phones
normally I ever say please switch the handies off, but I forget it every time. Excuse me.
So yeah, so the WAM was the one that we had so many prototypes, and I think it's the one I'm most happy about it. We spent a lot of days in the beach and testing, and I think to get to the one we have now for the next years, we have something really good.
For your riding style, you get more. Is there something you get most focused on? Say, okay, I need a really fast board, or I need more tail kick for harder top turns or something like that. What's your idea to build your?
You know, I was missing a board that I could. If I have to travel with just one board, that will be the WAM. It's the one I can. It's the all-around board we have.
Yeah.
So I can go from small waves to big waves if I have just one board.
And it performs well.
Yeah, that will be the board. And my style is more new generation, you know, so like blowing the tail, and so I like the board losing more.
Really surf style.
Yeah, really surf style. I try to use the kite as light as I can, you know, so it's good for me to have a board that I can really push my surf style, and I'm always pushing the limits of the kite. Like, you know, just example, doing one turn of the kite and then two turns on the wave, you know, so I'm always pushing the drift of the kite and all that. So I need the board to help me to keep speed and then to flow in between turns.
And that's something that we really worked on last year when we made the big change to the WAM. Like Sebastian came to me and said, you know, I like the WAM, but I heard about
the story.
Yeah, he's like, he wanted to be able to, you know, do, like you said, do a bottom turn without using the kite at all, and he felt like there was some width missing, like some volume missing under his front foot, or like right in front of the front foot, to really push on the front foot and drive through the turn without the kite.
Yeah.
And so that's something we spent a lot of time working on, and we made a lot of prototypes, pushing that wide point forward a little bit and getting a little more width up front to allow him to surf the way that he wanted.
And with the construction right now, you're happier, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it works pretty good. It's not so heavy, and
I mean,
it's also strong.
I think that's the big challenge. I mean, we have a really good designer. We have materials. We have how to get a good board. Yeah. But the material, like how to get a light board and strong at the same hand. As we know, it's opposite thing. And then I think you got a really good material now that we still have the board flex and strong. Yeah. So, but that was the main goal for us from the last couple of years. Yes.
Is there anything what you see in the World Cup that you say, oh, we can change it into maybe, or try this direction from a new construction, or get a maybe? But
there's always new stuff to try.
What Starboard does, the full carbon bag side for surfing.
We've tried
T-stringers.
Yeah, we've tried a lot of stuff with carbon. We've never, using that much carbon, we've never really found like the magic formula. Not to say that you can't do it, but for us, we haven't really found that magic formula where we get it.
That you get the right feeling.
We get the right feeling. Yeah. So we found with our current construction that we're able to get the board pretty much as light as we want it to and as strong as we want it to, and you know, we're using an EPS core, which most people will say EPS, it feels a little chattery or a little too stiff, but we're able to dampen it with the cork. So using the cork inlay, it brings that chattering feeling down, makes it feel more like a PU board, and adds strength and helps with heel denting resistance on the deck. So just using that's what it's all about. It's all about testing and just developing and trial and error and figuring out which materials to put together and how many layers of glass and all that stuff, and just trying to find that nice balance of lightweight and strong and still good flex.
Is there a limit in price for your development that maybe Philip or Till was coming? Hey, you build 50 prototypes, it costs too much. Forget it. We cancel this project. I don't like it.
I mean, yeah, we don't have, but we can of course go too crazy. Yeah,
okay.
But I mean, yeah.
Pretty much. If we have an idea,
how many boards?
How many boards you need
do
for
that time? I spent like a month there, and we did, I don't know, 20 boards.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, we were making pretty much a board
per day
for the time that he was there. It was really intense testing, like staying up late at night and finishing boards for the
But
next
it's
day.
all everything is CID.
Sorry?
Everything is on CID program.
Yep, everything's.
Then
it's
otherwise
all
you cannot
designed.
change it exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. So we can really track our progress. And
it's nobody do it by his hand.
Yeah. It's all CNC machine. So it's good.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna have the perfect thing, you need a CNC.
These.
You need these, because we were talking about millimeter.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like just a little bit wider or narrower.
And it's also, I mean, not to say that CNC is better than hand shaping or anything like that. Like with hand shaping, you can be very precise if you're really meticulous about it. But the thing that we're working towards when we're prototyping boards is getting to a point where we have a finished file. Not because it's more accurate or whatever, but because we have something that we can then give to the factory and they can reproduce it exactly. So it changes hands, and we need to make sure that we don't lose that.
As in the beginning.
Exactly. So that's really like the difference, and that's why we prototype with using computer design.
Yeah, and it was pretty good. Remember the time I was there?
Yeah.
Because his factory is right on his background. With his, how can I say, like
on my property.
Yeah, property. We are like 100% full.
But in the end, you went also to Hawaii, and then you was guy on the water, and you finished together.
I went to Hawaii and I spent a month there in his house. So we were 100% focused on waiting on the board. So and we were trying to. I still remember the sessions we had with the Pro Wave. Remember?
Yeah.
We were crazy, getting crazy. Like, this is the boss better. This is the boss best board ever. And I still remember that.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So you see, it's totally easy to build very nice boards, and we wish you a nice day and a good wind. And I say thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot.
For your comments.
All right.
Bye bye.